Yo, welcome back to Genshin Impact. In the last episode, first of all, sorry, I had a little bit of sound problems, but I tried to fix it as good as I can afterwards, so sorry if you still heard, like, a little white noise or something in the background. I was trying to get rid of it as much as I could. And in the last episode, we were stuck in a deja vu, and I'm glad it was, like, from the game, because otherwise I would have thought I would have to do the whole quest all over again. And then, before I ended the video, we saw as the quest suggests a familiar figure, which is the Dendro Archon herself, so now we have to follow the figure, and I wonder if we actually get to see her. This would be cool. Observe. I don't- oh, she's running! She's so tiny, oh my god. I am- oh, what? And she keeps sprinting, I'm trying to follow up. Why did I just teleport over there? Follow the familiar figure. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Is she gonna lead me like all the way up to the tree? I'm glad it's showing on the map. Oh my god. The moment we've been waiting for, guys. It's finally here. Please. Nah, that's just a bird locked in a cave. Cage, not cave.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Paimon, I swear I saw the Dendro Archon. I swear. And familiar figure, an overwhelming sense of deja vu. Again? Huh. Does this happen over there? Does this happen in real time, or do I have like memories or something? Paimon, did you see that too? Is it just me? I'm seeing things. What is going on in Sumeru? I have absolutely no idea. Did I get high on shrooms by accident or something? Oh! Please don't despawn, please don't despawn, please don't despawn. Hello? Let me take a sip of my totally non-alcoholic beverage. She has her own bed. No, wait, there's two beds. I'm so excited to finally meet her. Just staring at each other, not saying a thing, I guess. Dunyazard?
Isn't that Dunyazard?
She's trying to, like, show me the way to Dunyazard because something is gonna happen, maybe. I feel like we're foreshadowing things right now. She was still with us just a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyazards?
They're living in the future, I guess.
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you?
Alert! Wait! Could this be about the moment that, like, my good old theory that we actually have seen everything until that already, and Lumina's like sending us back here so we can recollect our memories, and the deja vu we're getting isn't actually because we're just playing those, but because what happened like 500 years ago or whatever before we were separated from our sister.
I'm sure you already know how to use this.
That's a memory capsule, I think.
A knowledge capsule?
Oh.
Where did you get it? What's inside?
We don't know what the Archon looks like, right? We don't even recognize her. Oh, Jesus.
You should use it too, Paimon.
How do you know her name?
You know Paimon?
Let's use it together, Paimon.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
Okay. Things I haven't seen before, I think. I want to see the Sub-Zero's festival. I want to see Nilo dance. So many days worth of memories.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival?
Ah, okay, so it's still referring to the timeline we're in. It's just that, like, in the last episode we saw that they skipped a couple of footage because we were, like, at the stall with the guy who was, like, having the boxes, and we suddenly knew which fruit was in every basket, so We have been stuck in the Groundhog Day situation for multiple days now. Okay, I see.
Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
I don't know how to describe it, but she looks edible.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Some good stuff, Paimon, some good stuff.
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
This is like, oh, messing with my brain so hard right now.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way.
We have to find a way to get out of the cycle together with Kusanali.
What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive constitutions.
The little plus sign in her eyes, isn't that the same thing Klee and Hutao? I don't know if Klee has it, but I think Hutao has it. But she's got the same ears as Klee.
It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
What's wrong with Dunyazard over there?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met.
Is it though? Didn't notice a difference, to be honest.
That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
What is going... Wait, can I break out of the cycle?
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain.
I mean, I know I have to get rid of this situation sooner or later anyways if I want to make a change or something.
Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Nahida, okay, so that's how I pronounce it. In my head I was like Nahida. But, okay. I know, you introduced yourself before. Now I'm pretending to remember.
Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know!
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara.
Oh my god. So just like Inazuma was like stuck in eternity or whatever, and now you're telling me that the whole of Sumeru is living the same day every day, but that doesn't make sense. How did Lisa graduate from the academy? How do people graduate from the academy? What is going on?
As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
Obviously, because her illness isn't stuck in a loop. It is aging while she is living the same day every day.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
I have absolutely no idea, seriously. Let me collect my thoughts. Okay. When you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry and may yield new entries. Once interpreted, you may submit the text as a conclusion. Okay. Some text entries can be associated with one another once interpreted. Select Associate to choose the other text entry, then select Trigger Association. You can gain new text entries by performing accurate associations. If one of the text entries on the current page can be used as a conclusion, then select that entry before choosing Submit Conclusion. Select the text entry. Alchemical divination results. Deja vu. Grand Sage speech. Sephiroth's festivals. Deja vu.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Ether voice lines? Oh my god, hell yeah, I love this.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
He has such a pretty voice. It's such a shame we don't get to hear it more often.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What did they all mean? The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Huh.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Please select another text entry to trigger association. This one?
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Sorry, I just wanted to hear you speak. Oh, we unlocked a new one.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
I thought we were the god of time, so what is going on? Okay, wait, submit conclusion.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
I thought it was correct that we are obviously stuck in a time loop.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Why do I have a feeling it has to do something? It's like, you know, always in these things where you're stuck in one day, and I'm mostly thinking about the Supernatural episode, to be honest. It always is like you're stuck in a cycle because there's one tiny simple detail by someone most likely just like acting as a figure in the background that you always miss on every single time. But this one is like the big butterfly effect who's gonna trigger how you can like, you know, flee the situation. And why do I feel like it has to do with the people who were like talking to Nilo at the festival, or just someone completely else? It could be just a child running by. It could be one of the childs from the fruits basket stall or something. No pun intended. Great anime though. Go watch Fruits Basket. Why can't I teleport?
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right?
Does it have to do that, like, the reason why we're stuck in the loop, even though we're probably not allowed to call it a loop because Nahida said so, but I don't know how else to call it, is because Nilo isn't able to perform the festival itself because the festival is getting abruptly cancelled, as we found out last episode. So she has to perform the dance of the Queen of Flowers or Goddess of Flowers or whatever to break out of the cycle.
Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Again, okay. Okay. Ask around for clues about the current situation. This is the direction I need to go. Look, I'm playing as Nahida, aka Zayu, because she is also a child. But she can do spin dash. I don't think Nahida can do that. Hey there! Sorry for ruining your stall. Hey there.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Have you felt anything strange lately?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
Way too weird, way too obvious, Paimon.
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming?
I wish I was.
Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Remember what he just said. No one dreams in Sumeru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that?
Why is no one talking about the thing we heard last night? Like someone was like, restarting a simulation or something? God, what if the whole thing of Sumeru where we're in right now is just a simulation and the real people are stuck as souls in Irminsul in the tree? And that is why the tree wanted our help. Because it knows what is going on outside, and the people who like made the Akasha are the one doing the bad things.
Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Okay, next guy is the one from the alchemy stall.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
We actually did run into a situation, but I'm not sure if it's related to our divination.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So
you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
we're all trapped in the day of the subs. Actually, divide our fortune many times.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
We're in it right now, so...
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
If Genshin Impact was a person, it would be a Zodiac girl, and I don't know what to think of this.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
The next person. Let's try talking to Dia again. Oh.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Thinking about the situations we've been in, I feel like maybe the Aramites who stopped to, like, you know, have a fight with Dia and Dunya's art, maybe they're the trigger for the situation. She cares a lot about Dunya's art, yeah.
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously.
Let's go and show her the real Dunya's art.
At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Okie dokie. Then let's go talk to Dia. If I can find... Oh, There she is with the other Dunyazard.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
What if we take this Dunyazard to the other Dunyazard? Then something is gonna happen, probably.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous gang.
I know. A gang of kidnappers had just ambushed you.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyazad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
I don't know, just a hint. Just a,
We need to say something convincing.
I am a time traveler. You heard the story about how I'm a traveler? Well, I'm actually a time traveler, and this might actually be true according to the game lore. Just want to hear him speak, to be honest.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
What does that have to do with anything?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Tell her, Traveler.
You got injured because you aren't used to your current greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyazad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
Been here, done that.
Alright,
You know,
so this is the situation.
you explain everything to Dia.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Haven't you noticed something off about Dunyazard?
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
But why is everyone stuck in a loop and she's the only exception and she exists twice? This doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
Oh yeah, she does feel different now. Now I feel
My
it too.
lady, are you angry?
I don't know. Go with me, I'll show you some evidence, yeah.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyazad isn't completely safe here.
Maybe it's her parents doing this and they maybe even made a fake Dunyazard, I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. But did I ever know to begin with? We do not know. Am I right? I don't even know. Could be right, it could be wrong. Upside down could be upside down. Who knows what is happening? Just what I just said doesn't make any sense. But neither does the story quest right now. I'm very much confused. Confused. Not confused. There she is.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
So,
The real Dunyazad? Where and who are you talking to?
you're right. This one right here.
Huh?
She doesn't see her.
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Oh. Oh. You're screwed. Oh, damn it.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Why can't she see her?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyazad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
She can
Her
sense her without
condition's
seeing
really
her.
bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. there are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
You begin discussing the issue with Theo, who finally
So,
understands the situation.
You think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
It probably is, yeah. Why am I still talking about the things I heard last night? Naida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
Sounds familiar.
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Stealing our memories?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Most of the information in the Akasha comes from Ammon, so...
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
I don't know, what do I think? Time to hear my thoughts! Information on the Akasha.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. People in Sumeru don't drink.
Yeah, I already had all of these, so time for a new one.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
What?
My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. That doesn't sound right.
Okay. So...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, "Knowledge always comes at a price." Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
How would it do... Yeah. It is extract. Obviously, it can enter our mind.
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
It probably won't let us. It's worth a shot. So I don't think it'll be that simple, yeah.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words. When this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
I knew it from the start that these things aren't good. Everyone removed their Akasha terminals.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also noticed something else. Oh.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day, there's always the sound of a beep. Ha! I knew it! Because they're extracting all the memories you made on that day. This is what they do. They've been downloading the data and restarting the day. Oh my god.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Heard the same sound in port. Oh, did I?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
There it is.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head.
Oh my god.
We took off our Akasha terminals.
And we're gonna restart the day. Oh my god. This is insane.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Whose voice is that? Is that the guy we met at the border when we entered Samura City who gave us the Akasha?
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
This voice sounds so, it kind of sounds like... Who does it remind me of? Not Scaramouche, maybe It's not him, but it kind of sounds like a Scaramouche, Razor-ish type of voice, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness gracious. We're doomed. We're officially doomed. Here goes another day, aka the same day. Go outside and meet Miss Dunya's. Oh, I have been waiting forever. No, I got up early this morning. Hey, wanna see the stalls? Oh!
Paimon remembers everything!
We broke out of the cycle.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Where's Dia at the end of last night?
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
We've been in planet with another form of the ship. We feel it's so... I don't know, man.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
And who are these people doing this in the first place? Why are they so smart and have this advanced technology?
If we're lab rats, then what are you? miHoYo, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
But the moon is a lie.
Moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Yeah.
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Why does Traveler not remember that we heard her voice before on the Dodoko phone?
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
But she should also still remember that we took off the Akasha. Oh, okay, we actually got into the fight this time. And... Show me what is going on. Show me the truth, Genshin Impact.
There you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right.
Dia?
She didn't get the wound this time. Ha!
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Okay, but she can't remember. But we changed the cycle.
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Aren't you still getting used to your new greatsword? Yeah.
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
But why? During the battle, did anything feel strange?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar.
Okay, I see, that makes sense.
It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our Akasha chambers? This has never happened before.
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Is it possible we have already broken free? But we are wearing the Akasha right now, so I don't know.
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
You'll know for sure at the end of the day.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But right now, this is me.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Okay, so Nilo still gets scolded. I was wondering if something would change here, but it didn't after all. So I feel like this still isn't the end of our cycle.
It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers.
Why is no one gonna mention anything how she is not wearing a Akasha terminal?
Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
See, she's not wearing anything.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Not to be all deep and everything, but to be honest, my life also feels like I'm stuck in a cycle.
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
I wish it would be that easy.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Very wise words from the Archon, Paimon.
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
This is my time to go to rest now.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Oh no.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
This does not feel right. Oh! A new day?
We're still in the same day.
But at least we got our memories. As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
Rita, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Yep.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence.
Which is really weird, to be honest. Why?
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Oh my god, this is a Noragami situation. No one believes in a new Archon, that's why they call her Lesser Lord Kusanali, and everyone still believes in the Greater Lord Rukadevata. And that's why they can't even see her, because no one believes in her. And she's only still around because we believe in her. This literally is Noragami, but what the fuck?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Come on, why have you not figured out yet what she's meaning by this? Come on, she's literally the Archon, and she only exists because we believe in her, because no one else believes in her. This is
Anyways,
obvious.
That's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, Did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Time loop theory is indeed correct.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Dio's fighting skills have been improving. Yeah, Dinosaur's illness has also gotten worse. True that.
Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical condition should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
No. Okay, the Akasha sound. Bodily memories.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
This. And this.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
You're still wearing it, so I don't know.
That doesn't sound right.
Please take another text. Trigger association. Oh, memories are deleted every day.
If all
Yes.
our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
This. We are in a time loop. Instead, our memories are being erased at the end of each day. Huh.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
This is insane, but it actually makes so much sense. But also, why does no one else realize that if we are all aware of the beeping, why is no one, like, willing to do anything?
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
You're right.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
Still a wrong conclusion, huh?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
I really thought this was right this time. It really felt like it.
She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
Okay. Hey, Nahida.
We don't have many more festivals to waste. Hurry and find the truth.
She really is relying on me, because she can't do anything else, because other people can't see her. This is a very sad situation indeed. Oh, I have to go through the tunnel. Oh! Okay, we have to go outside again. Nilo isn't even here, I think. I'm on my way. Hold your horses and do not fret. I'm here to save the day.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
You don't actually need to explain everything. Let's just get straight to the point.
Oh, that works.
Yeah. So, just people gotta believe me. You suddenly became proficient with your greatsword because we actually been stuck in the same day. We've lived through the same day many times already.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Actually, we all did, yes.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're
Let's try
telling
it.
me that my body has already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
See, they made a typo. This is funny. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Do you ever hear a beeping sound?
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Oh, true. Thought about that too. I didn't actually, but this is weird. But if the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city resources as well as information supplied by the Akasha...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything!
But all this much work for just to, like, not get us to see behind the covers of this little thing?
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
Oh, they will have a lot of work to do then, just like jumping into everyone's house at night, refilling their wallets and everything.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
How did they make another Miss Dunyarzad? This is so weird to me.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Because she thinks she has a solution to this, but she probably doesn't. It's just so weird, like, you know, obviously Dunyarzad is going through the same day every day and her illness just gets worse. Also, why doesn't the same thing happen to Holiday? Is she not affected because she's out in the forest and not in... Yeah, I don't think Kole has an Akasha. Okay, so they're totally unaffected. This is weird.
This is it.
What is this? A training dummy?
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike.
Or they just left it like that and didn't do any of the scratches because they knew we will forget about it anyway, so it can just always look the same, you know?
It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Seems we have to abandon this theory.
Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
What if this time Nilu is gonna perform? I feel like it somehow.
Back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
We're not in the real world. Is this a simulation,
Yep,
really?
that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
Let me think. I suddenly realized that something is strange.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about leaving the city? See, this is what I've been thinking, because last episode when I was trying to do the other quest, they were saying the story is gonna reset or something, that I'm gonna leave the story if I leave the city, so this is what they're talking about now. Because I actually do have to finish some of the other events, so
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city.
Why do I feel like I'm just gonna pass out the second I want to walk outside of the city?
Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
Should have thought this a long time ago.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Okay then. Ooh, cute soundtrack. Hey there.
Nahida, we're back! You're back
work early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
What'll happen if we try to leave the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
So I suppose I just woke up on the same day again then?
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
This must be exhausting for her because she can remember everything, but even I forget things now.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
That one version of me who would never came back the whole night is someone who left the city and then spent like 16 hours spending like trying to solve the R&R quests.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe this is the key.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Oh, here it goes. No text this time. They've not been saying anything to me. Weird.
Our memories are back!
Huh? All of a sudden? Let's go and try to leave the city today.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message from who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
That's my own voice. Yeah, I'm surprised to hear your voice too. Doesn't happen too often.
You should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Why does Paimon remember? 2 days ago.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go.
And did we do it? What happened? Talk to Nahida. Head to the city gate to find a way out. I bet I will just pass out again. Okay, as we are trying to leave the city, something is gonna stop us for sure. It's probably gonna be another beeping sound. Or soldiers.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
This guy's probably asking the same question every day.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
I mean, he doesn't remember that he does come here on the same request every time, probably.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
Hi there.
It looks like the academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising.
Can't I just sneak out from like literally any other place where no guards are here?
Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Of course the Academia wouldn't share their plans with upon, so the Academia doesn't trust you at all, huh?
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
So, that's all?
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once.
See?
This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon, stay here. Are there alpha walls, maybe?
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to memories. You need someone to stay and witness the events from this side.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you.
Was Paimon ever able to physically help me? I don't know.
Oh, Paimon knows that
Don't worry, Paimon. If we leave together, it'll just be the same as before. But we tried to escape this way, but on our separate ways, and it obviously didn't work, so I don't know what we're on about.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay, okay.
And please, be careful.
Trying. And...
Memories!
Oh. Then we spawned here again. Let's go and try to... Oh my god, yeah.
Traveler!
But Paimon was able to remember, but I forgot because I was leaving the city, actually. What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Although I don't remember doing any of this, I'm so sorry, Paimon. I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world!
Wish I could get an easy card.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Paimon describes your plan from yesterday.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
Sure, that's what you saw? You weren't zoning out or anything?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
Maybe because Paimon was still in the same version of this day, where it was like earlier and not nighttime, while I already got sent to the next morning in the simulation.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
But why can't we even remember that we had all these conversations and that we are aware of being stuck in a loop, but everyone else doesn't remember, even though Dia had a day where she knew everything and now she's back to 0 again.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict access to Summer City, they also erased the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Oh, true. Oh, maybe that one area where we can't access, not the Aranara forest, but the one next to it.
But this way,
with the glowing
we'll
trees.
also never discover what's outside.
For memories will be erased, can we leave behind something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
I don't know.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyar's out for me.
Yep,
Trying.
now we're talking.
Huh. Okay, so back to the not back to the present, okay. Oh, Nahida, what are you up to?
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
What if she is the one who invented the Akasha, but she's not the one, like she invented it for a different use than the Grand Sages who then took on and like are operating with it now?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should say.
Alright. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler.
So back to the present now. Now that I can remember
That
after I
covers
just saw it.
everything that's happened so far.
So that message was what I left from myself when I left the city.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Huh.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Oh my god, what did I see outside? What are they hiding from us? Show me, show me, show me, show me. I'm excited.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
So everyone outside is stuck in a loop in their own situation?
I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Weird. I feel like I know less than before now.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky.
What?
And now, even the final space has also disappeared.
So all that's left is Sumeru City and there's no outside world even?
Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
not real, they're simulated. Oh my god. What? What?
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh,
Unlucky.
right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
From the message.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Celestia? I don't know. The real world. Space without human presence. The space where we were yesterday. The real world.
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
I don't think they're able to do this yet, but that's what they want to achieve probably.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
This one.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
I don't know.
Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Sure not Twitter spaces anyways.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats.
Huh.
So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Secret, huh? We need to, like, get her real power back. Give me some time to organize my thoughts.
Where are you going?
Like, if we can unlock her Archon powers, we should be able to do something. Organize your thoughts in a familiar bench in the city. But guys, actually, I think this is what we do next episode. What is this thing saying to me? Layla and Overflow. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't leave the city. Oh god, I still need to do these. I still need to do these things. Can I leave the city though? Gonna miss out on so many things. Furnishing. Cauldron of herbs. I don't even know what these things are. Am I able to... Can I leave the city? Or is the quest gonna be...
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
I can't leave the city, I have to finish the quest first. Oh man. It just straight up bumped me into the... Huh? Oh, it was just the sun. Straight up put me into the next cutscene. Are we close to finishing
The dance
this?
of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Dance of Sub-Zeros is that time already.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking
I
away.
think I know the answer now. I hope I didn't like fast forward in the quest now, because sometimes they give you the option to skip something, and I hope I didn't do this. I hope I didn't miss out on anything.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Okay. Talk to Nahida. Oh, poor Catherine has been stuck in a loop as well. Just where is she at? Might as well do a Super Zayu spin dash.
And away I go.
So... It is me, back again. In the real. Hello.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zeros exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
I don't know. Okay.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
This has to do with something like this, because the memories are all deleted.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of...
Dream with no human
Those
presence.
spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
Because no one is there.
That doesn't sound right.
Wait.
That doesn't sound...
Can I
Okay.
associate with this one? The truth behind dreams.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it.
Huh,
And
scam.
those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
That's what I thought, but also... Then what was the day where I met Alhaven and Dory? I was outside the city, but then I should have been in another space with no people, so I don't know why I don't have to do all this again. So it all just started since I met Dunyarzad this time, you know?
Correct answer.
I don't know.
Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
The Akasha is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha's operation requires a gnosis.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound...
It compiles the wisdom of...
That doesn't...
Come on.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yeah, they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Akasha sound.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? My mind feels exhausted.
This one? No. This one? No. This one? This one? Okay. Mass production of dreams.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
Too smart, I don't get it.
Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sabzeruz festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sabzeruz festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Okay, yeah, so it is like a simulation.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
The Archon. The moon illusion lies.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
Then she's the Dendro Archon.
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
So you noticed.
You're less Lord Kusanali, ayo!
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
A lot of questions of you to ask you, but this doesn't seem like a good time.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
What happened to her in real life, though?
On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
See how we're the only ones aware of the situation because we're probably both Archons? Just pointing that out. Why couldn't you simply tell us the truth? How do sages manage to keep people from noticing this?
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, "Don't wake a sleepwalker"? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
It's okay. How do sages manage to keep people from noticing this?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Weird. About the side effects on a mass-produced dream.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Okay, so why is the dream about the Sub-Zero's festival?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Here it goes. Okay, this one maybe?
The Grand Sage said,
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean?
Can't say anything else. I don't have any more questions.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
Seriously.
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
Referring to Rukadavata, I think.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Oh, here we
We're
go.
out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Well, but guys, I think I have to end it here because this video is going very long. Please don't put me in another... Here we are. Ah, Jesus. This battery only goes 5 minutes.
Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where's Dunyarzad?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
She dead?
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Damn it. We were so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, That Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
If Sumeru can pull this trick on us, what if the whole of Tevat is just fake and everything?
Personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Like, what if Lumine put us in a loophole also, just to make us remember something?
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler.
Oh my god, I think I just cracked the code. What if we are stuck in a loophole and everything we are doing right now as we are playing Genshin Impact, like we go to every nation, we have every conversation with everyone. This has happened 500 years ago, before we got separated by the unknown god, but instead of Paimon, our sister was with us. And she was doing the same dialogue as Paimon is doing right now. So Paimon is actually the manifestation of Lumine as we were exploring everything together with her. And it all leads up to the moment in the end where we realize what actually happened that day when we got separated. And that's why Lumine, who sent us into this simulation to make us relive all these memories that we have forgotten about, but she for some reason hasn't, is the one, you know, like when we met her in the first Dance Life quest, she was like, oh, you will remember what happened. And then she left through the portal, and she was like, oh, yeah, only time can solve the answer. Paimon is probably sent by Lumine and is probably portraying all the memories, or like the part Lumine had in the story with us together.
You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Because I always thought that Paimon was like, has something to do with her sister.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
I wouldn't even be surprised if at one point they just show us like a childhood flashback of the travelers, and then we see like Lumine or Baby Eve or someone playing with a puppet that looked like Paimon, and it's like, oh yeah, I created her to look like this one, but now you remember.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still...
You are kind, Arkan. Still meant a lot to her.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon.
Don't say that.
I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
What if she's that person, she's just unaware of it?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness.
Is it maybe Dunyarzad's dream?
Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So you find the host, then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
What if it's Catherine's dream?
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Exactly.
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
How can you leave the town? How?
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel so demoralized.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the planet probably become aware that they were dreaming, and unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Maybe Farson of the Flowers is more of the strange kid. Why him? Why?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
I'm afraid we have to do that in the next episode, because otherwise I don't know how long this is gonna keep going. Which unfortunately means that I will miss out on this event. On a cliff in the life of Sumeru, the mysterious alchemist is experimenting with opponent repelling tablets. Which means primogems and whatever this thing is. Also, the primogems I'm missing from this one. Jesus, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. See you in the next episode of Genshin Impact. Until then, Shazam. Bye-bye.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.